Speed is extremely important in business. Everything that needs to be done must be done fast. That doesn't mean it has to be done cheap or shit. It means it has to be done quickly. People seem to conflate the two, that if you do something quickly, it must be terrible. That's not the case. If an airplane, everyone knows how planes work, is flying through the sky, even if its engines fail, it will continue to fly. If the engines fail, it will not fall out of the sky and instantly crash to the ground. It will continue to fly. Do you know why? Because it has forward momentum. It's going forward, and that means the wings are creating lift, air is going underneath the plane. As long as the plane goes forward, it will not fall and fail. And a business is exactly the same. Key with business is to make sure you're always moving forward, always producing content, and always doing everything you can as quickly as possible. Lesson 1, the second point of the university. Most of you don't know what a business is. A business is money in. A business is nothing else but money in. Let me give you an example. Start a company. How would you start a makeup company? We have two things. We have things that cost money and things that make money. As a business, your primary concern is always making money. And when people think of how to start a business, all they start thinking about is how to spend money. Oh, I need to find a makeup brand. I find some makeup and test it out and then get a logo and get some labels made and get a warehouse and get a website and spend. Where's the money in? Where's the money? This is a business. Where's the fucking money? You're talking about spending money. I'm talking about making money. So as a hustler, you always have to be about making money. Money in is a business, not money out. The second point is start ideas for free. Maybe you need a small investment. It's normal. Let's say you're developing an app, you need to invest in the app, something. That happens. But a lot of people ask for insane amounts of money. 50 grand, 100 grand, 200 grand. Oh, to start my business. You can start businesses very, very cheaply if you do it the right way. So you have to learn that the idea of starting a business is not expensive. Get that out of your head. I'm a millionaire, a multimillionaire, and I will not spend more than 5 grand launching a company. You can build a company off the money you're bringing in from the company and never spend your own money. That's how you launch a company. Start companies as cheaply as possible, basically for free, by prioritizing money in and not prioritizing fulfillment. That way, you get to start companies cheap. You can start a lot of them. You have money coming in the door, and you can reinvest money you're making in your company and build your company from the ground up. This is going to be a controversial one. Family and friends, the best staff you can possibly get. People say don't mix friends with business, don't mix family with business. That's a lie. So the reason people say this is because people are dickheads and they can't get along with anyone. You don't need some old person. You need young people. And the reason for this is because young people have nothing to lose. 15-year-old, he has nothing. All he does is play video games. So if the business fails, who cares? He has nothing to lose. So why don't you utilize him? If you have friends and they have a kid, go to your friends and say, your kid's 15, he's good with computers. Yeah, I'm thinking of starting a company. I'm thinking of letting him work with me for free at the beginning, see if he's good, and if he's good, I'll start paying him. They'll love that. Love the idea of their son or daughter getting some enterprising work. Yeah, good idea. What's the business name? Bang! There are effectively free workers everywhere. And if they're not free, they're extremely cheap. And they're everywhere. You just don't utilize them. This is going to be a controversial. Lesson 5, command respect. If you're a person who's viewed as strong, people respect you and people trust you. One of the best things you can do is go to the gym. Tell you the truth. Get in fucking physical shape and people will see, okay, well, he's obviously not afraid of hard work. He's obviously disciplined. Having a physical presence is one of them. It helps in business every possible way. It shows discipline. It shows that you understand hard work and it makes your word more valuable. And sometimes in business, all you've really got is your word. You have to promise people shit and they have to believe you. So if you do that as a big, strong dude, people just believe you more. Even if it only helps you 10%. 10% is a lot. 10% is the business. 10% is the difference between success and failure. Let me prove the point. Would you have bought this course? You bought this course because I'm Andrew Tate. Would you have still bought this course if I was morbidly obese? And if you're honest with yourself, you'd think I've bought from you if you're obese. Point 6. Lesson 5. Point 6. Resell to people you've already sold to. Easiest money you'll ever make. The best customers you're ever going to have are people who have already bought from you before. You should already know this about business. This is a very easy one. had a guy call me up about 2 months ago, asked me to borrow money. Hey, how much do you need? He's like, 200 grand. So how many customers do you have? He goes, oh, all in all? Yeah, all in all. How many customers are on your database? 10,000. Like, bro, there's your 200 grand. Put together a fucking email campaign. Do a huge discount. These people have bought from you before. Put it all together, pow, and blast it out. There's your 200 grand. What do you need me for? These people have bought from you before and you delivered. There's your money. Your money's sitting right there. Go get it. So easy to sell to people who have already bought from you before if you did a half good job. In business, you don't need to sell to tons of people if you can sell to the same people over and over again. At certain points in your business career, you're going to need to be able to pull that ace out your sleeve and generate money from thin air. So keep in mind. Point 6. Lesson 5. Point 6. Don't get legal before you get rich. This is super important. You can fix your legal bullshit when you've already made money. I know so many people who have registered a company, registered for VAT, registered with the tax man, already have an accountant, and haven't made any money yet. When you're rich and you have money in the bank, then worry about that stuff. If you're a street drug dealer, you own a company. Much more than the guy with all the legal entities which ain't making money. The reason people do that is because it makes them feel better. Like they've achieved something, when really they've achieved nothing because they're still not making money. Fuck all that off until money's coming in the bank. Do not get legal before you get rich. Extremely important. Point 9. Use what you got. People, things you have, make a fucking long ass list and you'll start thinking of ideas, business ideas. But then you're going to sit there and go, okay, this is a good idea, but I can't afford that. But then you're going to go back to the other lessons I've taught you. Okay, this is how much it would cost to set up that way, but how can I get the money in that this would generate without all the costs? And if you do that and you sit there with a piece of paper and you write everything down and you stick to the principles I've taught you so far about how to start businesses, you may find a business you can start for a couple grand. You try it, doesn't work, lost a couple grand. Does work, bang, you're rich. That simple. It starts to work, speed, more. Lesson 1. It's really not that complicated.